Hello friends, I am Pawar Manisha Jalindar, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Rajarshi Chhatrapati Shahu College, Kolhapur. Friends, in this video we'll learn features of OOPS and access specifiers. Features of Object Oriented Programming Language and access specifiers of C++ language we see in detail. Friends, the C++ is a object-oriented programming language. That is, everything is depend on instance of a class that is object, which has following features. First is data abstraction. Second one, data encapsulation. Third, polymorphism. Fourth, class. Fifth, object. Sixth, inheritance. Seventh, message passing. Friends, here we see features of OOPS one by one in detail. First one is data abstraction. Data abstraction is nothing but hiding of data. Why it says hiding of data? Because it hides its implementation and it permits for essential data. For example, the real life example of data abstraction is mobile. We access each and every app and phone accessibility, but we can't have information about how they are coming and what is the actual implementation in that mobile which provides this information to us. This is like data abstraction, it gives essential information but hide its implementation. Second is data encapsulation. The data and its functions are wrapping under a single unit or a single name is known as data encapsulation. For example, the real life example is college. In college, there are various departments like computer science, mathematics, physics, etc. Each department has their staff, students. If mathematics department want some document from computer science, then they can't get directly. They ask to authority of computer science department, that is the data and functions of each department wrapping under single name, that is departmental name. Third is class. Class is a collection of data members and member functions. For example, in college, each department has its data and its functionality collected under single name, that is departmental name. Computer science department, it has its data members like staff, students, and the functions like class-wise students and their staff. Next is object. The object is nothing but instance of a class. Why it says instance? Because it can access data members and member functions of class. Without the object, the memory for that data and member functions cannot be instantiated, cannot be allocated memory. So the object is important feature of OOPS. For example, each department there is one authorized person, that is head of department, and without the permission of head, other staff and students can't access any sources from department. Next is polymorphism. The polymorphism means one name many forms. For example, color is a single name but it has many forms like pink, white, red, etc. In C++, the polymorphism is of two types, as compile time and runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism is achieved by function overloading. Then, what is function overloading? Function overloading is nothing but one function name is used for performing multiple tasks. That is, we have to calculate area At that time, area is a single function name which can be used for calculating the area of circle, also rectangle, triangle, etc. And the runtime polymorphism is achieved by virtual function. Next is inheritance. The formation of new class from old class is known as inheritance. The real life example of inheritance is formation of child is new class created from old classes like mother and father. The child class has its own properties, also it inherits properties of its old classes like mother and father. In C++, the new class is called as derived class and old class is called as base class. The old class has its own properties. Also, new class has its own properties. But the new class can inherit all the properties of its base class, that is the old class. So it is known as reusability of code. Next is message passing. The message passing is important feature. The object communicate through each other and permits the function to perform well task. Message for object is to execute procedure or function to produce desired output. Friends, I hope you all understand the features of OOPS. We come towards the next point, that is access specifiers of C++. Friends, we see the features of OOPS. The first point is data abstraction, that is data hiding. This data hiding mechanism is achieved by access specifiers. It is also known as visibility label or access modifier. In C++, there are three access specifiers. First is private, second public, and third is protected. The access specifiers define how the data members and functions accessed with which mode. We see one by one in detail. First is private. The private access specifier is used for accessing the data members and member functions for the functions of that class. Other classes and the functions can't have access for private data and functions. The friend function and functions of that class only have access to private data. The default access modifier is private. If no one is mentioned, then the data becomes private. Next is public. The public access specifier can access the data inside as well as outside class. Any class can access the public data. Next is protected. The protected access specifier is same as private, but protected data can be accessed by its immediate derived class. That is, the protected access specifier is used in inheritance mechanism. So friends, here we discuss all of the points in this video. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you like my video, then subscribe to my channel, like and give comments to my channel. Thank you.